October, a time of donning your iron suit and engage in some heavy armored aerobics and calisthenics, or just pushing the walls out of the way. Wow, well. What can I talk about this month in the Cary Coatney comic book note show? I think number 9. Who's keeping track of all this stuff? I'm certainly not, but it's got to be put down for record on my YouTube. A couple of things. So I can talk about this. Watched this the other day. Or I ordered this. I watched this last weekend. Aztec Batman, Clash of Empires. It's like a Elseworld story. Batman in, what do you call it? Mesophonic times. You know, it was interesting. Good, solid hour and a half of Elseworld goodness. But actually, I'm going to talk about the DC Comics Solicitations. Since, like I told you last week, I'm not going to a comic book store for another 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to have a giant pile of comic books. Hopefully I can afford. I've been reading, I read Aquaman last week. And I'm currently reading, I just finished the first 8 issues of Green Lantern Corps, not realizing that you have to read the Green Lantern book, self-titled book, to really get the full brunt of it. I didn't realize that the title crossed over between Green Lantern Corps and Green Lantern as a 6-part thing going on with the old villain Evil Star and the Black Lanterns and all that stuff. I'm going to be catching up on Superman tonight. I have this to read tonight, and I have this Superman Summer Special, even though it's no longer summer, to read. So I'll begin doing those tonight before going to bed. And it's walking to the bedroom where I have everything set up, ready to go. And first I want to point out that I posted a new blog last night on my PP Guru blog, and it's called the Cult Conflatation of Savers and Fuck-Ups. Yeah, the Cult Conflation of Savers and Fuck-Ups. And the title deals with, it's mainly my roommates and his brothers. We lost their uncle. I've known their uncle since I was a teenager, back out in New Jersey. He moved out here briefly to a place in Venice Beach because his wife's daughter was graduating college out here, and they wanted to rent a house to be close to them. I think the daughter's married, and so there's a rare picture of Uncle Tom, as we called him, or UT for short. As you notice in the title, I put UT, short for Uncle Tom, but also I hit on the Charlie Kirk assassination out in Utah, so that's why I wanted to use UT2 in the title for some reason, and I went above and beyond there. So I discuss a lot of interesting things in here. There's some videos of me attending the Stephen Wilson concert, some illegally shot footage, just 30 seconds, 2 30-second videos before I got caught by security. But I only meant to do 30-second spots because I don't want to be mention bootleg shows. Spent some time on the Jimmy Kimmel protest at Disney. I chronicled that time and rushed and taking a bus back to catch the John Phillips and Randy Wang show they were doing a live broadcast in my town of Sherman Oaks at a bar, and briefly talk on the Red Hood cancellation. So anyway, DC Comics, full stop here. We have the solicitations. Let's go through here. Things I'm going to be buying and not buying. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing the DC KO thing miniseries. I'm just going to stick to the titles that or correspond with it. And it happens to be Superman. I guess it's a special one shot written by regular Superman author Joshua Williamson, and however you pronounce that guy's last name. Aquaman's getting into it. The trade dresses of all the books connected or have these DCKO lettering on them, trade dress on them, whatever you want to call it. And I'm only sticking to my regular collecting titles of DC, which seems to involve almost all of them. Superman, Wonder Woman. Is Aquaman? No, Aquaman is Aquaman 12, so it's a regular series. It's not a special one shot like these are. No, see, I'm not into Titans anymore. I give up on that. Or into Harley Quinn. See, these are rounds, I guess. Flash is involved in it. I'm not reading Flash anymore. So Superman 33 is part of it. And who's number 8? Now this one has got my interest peaked. I guess Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson is writing it, so I guess it's okay for Red Hood to be involved in it, since those two are writing and not that man bitch Gretchen, whatever, Felker Martin. So I guess that's safe to check out. And their tie-ins. Justice League Unlimited is a tie-in to the event. Where happened to the cover of Justice League Unlimited number 14? Seems to be missing. There's something here. Absolute Batman 15 is introducing the Joker. And what is this? I mean, I'm not sure about this. I mean, is it the Joker or is it the Lizard Joker? I can't. That doesn't look normal. This may be maybe a low point in the series with the Absolute Joker. I'm not kind of digging on that too much. What's going on in here? Absolute Batman Arc M Special. Don't know what this is. The origin of the Namek Arc M are explored. What terrible secrets lie within its walls, and just who's assigned to protect it from discovery? It's a regular 32-page book, priced at $4.99, like the rest of them. Well, I don't have to worry about until what, December to worry about it. All these books coming out on the holidays too, man. You know, it's not a good point to launch a crossover event. It's not a good time. People need to buy their presents for their families and things, and their timing can be the timing could be worse. Why couldn't they wait for this January, February to do this? Absolute Wonder Woman will be meeting Absolute Batman for the first time, and that I'm I can't that seems worth waiting for. Oh, and there's a giant battle between Ra's al Ghul and Superman, Absolute Superman. That looks interesting. Um, Absolute Flash. An Absolute Green Lantern. These are not ones a book. And no, liar, liar. Martian Manhunter's pants on fire. Number 7. It was supposed to end issue 6, but the demand was so good for this particular one that they decided to keep it ongoing. Good for them. I admit it's a little different from the norm. You didn't think an absolute Martian Manhunter would be possible, but I heard some rumors that they're going to introducing a absolute Green Arrow and an absolute Hawkman. I'll be on board for Hawkman. Boy, oh boy. Here's a new villain appearing in the regular Batman title called the Minotaur, and I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. I think I read somewhere this was this. They come with so many villains with horns these days. It's hard to keep track. Um, what else is Action Comics 1093? Will I be on board for the series still? When I finally get around to reading my collected issues of Action Comics featuring Superboy rather than Superman? I don't know. I don't know what the future may hold. All in Detective Comics 1114. I mean 1104. I'm sure it's going to be on my pull list. What else we got here? Nightwing. No, I'm not reading that one. Nothing against it. I'm just not reading it. Batgirl. She can't afford everything. Especially when you live in an apartment by yourself and you're doling out nearly $16.50 a month. I'm late with my rent again because you see my latest video. I dropped $120,000, not $120 on the new Genesis set, and I'm going to be doing a follow up to that. I did a video of unpacking the box, and some guy complained about it on YouTube, saying this is an awful review, and I go, well, I turn around, it's not really a review of the product. This is me just unboxing it. I'm probably gonna do a track by track review of it tomorrow. Let's see, who else am I getting anything here? Wow, Harley Quinn 200. Oh wow, it's a $6 book, 32 pages. Get the fuck out of here. For 32 pages, $5.99. Are you kidding me? That's not. Wow. What a way to siphon your money. Supergirl 8. Where? What happened here? How come I'm not getting the covers? I saw them on my iPad. Yeah. Well. Oh, here we go. Took a while to pop in there. So for 8 and okay, well, I don't know. I've got 5 issues in my queue to read. Superman Unlimited number 8. Dan Slott. I think it was his birthday recently. I think everybody had to say happy birthday to him. And tonight's Superman Summer Special has some of it written by him. So he's going to be my official first taste of Dan Slott's writing on Superman. See how much I like it. Guy Gardner teams up with Superman in the 8th issue. And Tom King's still writing Wonder Woman, so I'm still reading. I'll be reading it. What's the other? I guess the other title. The other title's gone. The Wonder Woman's daughter, and maybe it was a limited series. All right, so Justice League Red, intriguing, but no. Even though it's a regular $4 book, trying to avoid reading new series altogether. Trying to keep to my mantra, doing 10 DC titles a month, but that doesn't seem to be working. World's Finest up to issue 46. Green Lantern's up to 30, and Jeremy Adams is still on board, and I'll be still reading it. Okay, like I said, they put the two together, and I should be I think starting my next go around the queue, I want to have to pair Green Lantern and this book together because I didn't know that they correlate between each other. They're not separate storylines. They're all like one big storyline. And oh, look at this. Now, Jerry Adams has left Green Lantern Corps, so I should see the other his co-writers taking over the entire book now. Oh, wait a minute here. I thought this book got canceled. Did I read that Green Arrow is ending? Huh. Justice League versus King Kong number 6, and I don't like these monster. I don't like intercompany team ups unless it's something like Batman versus Deadpool. I can dig that, but just throwing Godzilla in every other book, even Marvel and DC and IDW, who else? There was some other company that has Godzilla in it too. Like 4 companies doing Godzilla related books or King Kong. And it's just too much spreading around. I don't. It's like Dynamite's a big instigator of this crap. Like when they do the guy from Army of Darkness, Ash, teaming up with Red Son. Yeah, it's just utter nonsense. I don't want to waste money on that stuff. I want to read books that matter, that advance the mythology further down, and not just these imaginary stories. Like I said, I might be interested in doing this Batman Beyond, Static Beyond team up. That looks interesting because in Justice League Unlimited, the animated series, they happen to be both members of the future Justice League, and I thought that was kind of nifty. What else we got? There's that Kryptonite Spectrum book that's done by the creator of Ice Cream Man, Ice Cream Genius, whatever that is. I read the first miniseries of this Gotham by Gaslight, which ended with Batman meeting up with the Justice League of the Victorian London thing, and it was underwhelming to me. It's pretty to look at, but it was just underwhelming altogether. Let's see what we got. In the facsimile, we have Wonder Woman 38 from Uh, I don't know what it is. It's the introduction. Oh, it's just a Christmas themed issue. It's in time for the holidays. Um, and Detective Comics 66 was so special about this. This is like the first appearance of Two Face. Yeah, first appearance of Two Face. And oh, you can get those another Treasury edition to reprint. Those are fun, but they're just too big to store in the house. They don't make bags for them either. They don't make collector bags for them like they do like a regular magazine. Um, oh, this is I was reading something about this court, Children of the Round Table. Um, Interview with Tom Taylor, one in the back, one of the DC comics I was reading. Um, I don't think it corresponds with the DC universe in general, but it's its own entity. And the guy was saying, it's a book for kids. I mean, it's great, right? Um, Hopefully, the kids dig it enough. He said he'll do it as an ongoing series rather than a 6 issue miniseries. Teen Titans Go, which is I'm trying to catch up on the 4 seasons that I've left behind from due to COVID, not releasing the DVDs anymore. They stopped when COVID hit, and I was ordering them for a while, just haven't delivered to my house. The collected editions of Absolutes are coming out, or more of them, or more of the same rather, because they're at volume 2 now. And there's a collection of Superman Unlimited, Dan Slott's work on Superman. And it collects the first 6 issues, which I think I only have 5. So the 6 issues not been sent to the printer yet. Green Lantern Dark, and also got a couple issues left to read of that. It's it's a unique looking book. Um, to get the hang of it, and the stories are I mean they're long too. They're like I think like 64 pages per of story per issue, which is pretty cool, right? But it's collected in 264 pages, so yeah, it's one of a few comics I've been collecting it's like $4.99 cover price. You get a lot of you get a lot of story in it, so it's well worth the price. And this thing, what is this big, huge behemoth? The Crisis on Infinite Earths Absolute Edition. Wow, what's going on here? It's $125 and 736 pages, and it also includes not only the entire miniseries, but uh, 2 issues of history of the DC universe. I don't know if the same one that I'm buying now, but um, you know, you have a knack for this stuff. You know, I had a phase where I was into these hardcover books, but they're just I don't have the room to store them all unless I get rid of a few of them or sell them out. Just take them to a bookstore. Like there's a it's a beautiful brand new used bookstore in North Hollywood called the Last Bookstore. It's been open I think for 6 months now, and as soon as you walk in, you got. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do one of these days. I'm gonna go in and get a few look through those bins and see because there's some. I flipped through them as I was browsing, and I said, "Wow, there's some good stuff in here in terms of the old comic books." Um, I was thinking of taking a return trip to Chatsworth to this place again, Spiro's Heroes, where I got that box I'm working on, and I'm still reading stuff from that box. And I bought that like 2 years ago. I ran out of my buddy's Brad Sloan's books to buy, and so I'm going to these second-hand stores and trying to get my fix for my tonight's exciting reading adventure fix. And what are these? 2006 Shade the Changing Man. Oh, Shade the Changing Man omnibus. I missed that series. I used to love that series when back when I was living in San Diego. That was my regular buys. And Invisibles, there's another one I used to read a lot too. I liked every time I see a Vertigo comic book, I think of my time living in San Diego, but specifically the Ocean Beach area, because that's where I was when that line started. That's where I was living, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. But some of the books were published before they became verticalized. Shade was one of them. Shade, Swamp Thing, and Animal Man, and Doom Patrol. Yeah, memories of reading Doom Patrol down in San Diego. Earth 2. Wow, they're really going for these crazy omnibuses. Look at the Joker one. Wow, where is this stuff from? Oh, my buddy Elliot S. Magan has got some stories. Oh, wow. Wow, what is this stuff? This caught my eye. The Bronze Age stuff. Oh, the Never Before. Oh, wow. Never Before Published Joker number 10. Wow. I think it was printed before in black and white in one of those DC Comics Cavalcade issues, but I don't think it's ever been included in omnibus. Man, when is this coming out? In February? I might have to get this one. Huh. Tom Strong Compendium number 2. Yeah, that was Alan Moore's answer to Doc Savage. What else we got here? Some more published paperbacks. Come on, cover. Catch up. There we go. Nope. Well, I'll wait for that. Let me see. Absolute Power. What's that? Oh, Absolute Power miniseries. Ugh. That was the stuff that led up to the Absolute All In and all that stuff. And Batman, Robin, Golden Age Green Arrow omnibus. That looks interesting. That's it. 4 comments. Wow, computer's really working it. Well, if I'm not here, if I haven't gone to the comic book store next week, I'm trying to find out what can I talk about next week. Are there other catalogs I haven't seen yet? Does Image? I think Image does a book too, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, what a blast! Anyway, I love going through all solicitations for comics. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing about going to a comic book store is grabbing those monthly catalogs and stuff and reading them and being in the know what's shipping and not shipping and there's a few things to get excited about. You know, I mean, that Joker omnibus looks great. that certainly that this thing looks great, like a slip cover, and I can get into that. But like I say, a lot as far as the floppies go, trying to cut back on those floppies. Those floppies can really run you, man. I mean, like I said, last time I went to a comic book store, I thought I had down to a science where I was just keeping down to 10 titles here, and 10 titles this company, and $10, and still it came with a damn bill, came with $256. I can't be doing that. I gotta have it lower. I gotta have it cut it down to at least $100 less than that. This reminds me of the days when I was doing ordering for a comic book store, and I always had this budget. I always had the budget, and back then the budget was like, man, I had to keep it under $1,500 in wholesale for the store, uh, where well, the retail could be up to between anything from 2,500 to 3,000 a month. But when ordering the stuff on their old Diamond software, they had the old DOS stuff, and you put everything on. You ordered everything on the disc, and you handed in the disc to the main office in Hawthorne, and they process your order, and the rule was not to go over $1,500, but here and there, but except it was my stuff. It was something I was ordering for myself, because that was my part of my deal. I worked with the store when I worked with them. Is that everything I did for the store? It was like a silent partner. I put money in the damn place. My deal was that I get everything wholesale. I mean, everything, whatever it was cost, it went to my box, and that's why I had so many damn comic books. Okay, talk to you next week sometime. Have a great week. Bye.